Hi, welcome back to the Nomadic Budgeter, or welcome if you're new. My name is Christine and I use zero-based budgeting, cash envelopes to fund some pretty big adventures on a variable income. I am a seasonal worker, which means I only work 7 to 8 months out of the year, and I have to budget to sustain myself in between those gaps of employment, as well as to fund the travel that I do during that time. In today's video, we are going to be planning for my first paycheck in March. It's going to be the March 1st paycheck, and the number we are working with today is $735. It's a little bit lower than usual, and I don't have any overtime this week because I was out sick last week, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I think we're still going to be able to make the main numbers that we need to work. We're going to make those work for us. So let's start with bills. Okay, starting for March 1st, we have Spotify due, and that comes to a total of $11. The next payday is the 8th, so we need to cover the 7th, which is Canva. And that comes to $13. And also on the 7th, we have Peacock, which is $12. So it's 11 plus 12 plus 13, 36. So the total for bills is $36. All right, I want to get into Cash Wallet, but before I do that, I really need to make sure that I'm putting enough money into my high priority here. So we have $699 remaining. My high priority expenses should be, I think it's $585. I have adjusted some of these categories. For example, month ahead went down since last planning because I actually set up my month ahead binder and started funding the different categories, what I really need for month ahead. I started funding all of that in this binder here and realized that I didn't need quite as much as I thought I had, so I was able to reduce the weekly amount that I'm stuffing into here to $80 to get me where I need to be by mid-April. Taxes was reduced a little bit recently. Debt is staying the same. Emergency, we're going to talk about that in a minute. And then travel, that was reworked based on some numbers I'm putting together for the travel binder that I'm going to do and the different categories that I need to fund accordingly. So let's start here. Definitely taxes is getting $128. Month ahead needs to get the 80. Debt, 40. Emergency, I'm going to skip that for a second, but travel is going to get 223. Okay, that leaves $228 remaining without funding emergency fund for the moment. I do currently have a little bit over $2,000 in my emergency fund. Ideally, I'd like to have that sitting at $3,000 for what my personal expenses are and how I cover things. That could cover me for 3 months if I needed it to. It could also do some significant repairs to my car, which is the most expensive and valuable thing that I own. And so I feel like that's a pretty good number for my liability, but I'm also okay with it being at $2,000, seeing that these other categories absolutely need to get funded as well. Travel may seem like a luxury expense for most people, but it is an integral part of my lifestyle, and essentially I have a month and a half off from work that if I'm not traveling, I don't know what it is I'm doing. So that's why travel is taking precedence in this situation. Some things that I like to give money to for annual expenses every paycheck: P.O. Box, $7. Registration for my vehicle, $5. And car maintenance, we need to do that. At minimum, I want to put $18, but I'm going to go ahead and just round up to $20 for car maintenance. Okay, so I like to stuff $40 weekly for gas. Gets me to and from work. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping around, but I'm thinking of the things that absolutely must get money right now. Dining out, drinks, those are not absolute necessities. Spending, not absolute necessities. Groceries, I can work within a budget there. I have some food in the house. It's just me, and I get subsidized meals from my employer, so I can make that work. $156. Let's see. I do feel like I need to put some money into provisions. So I'm going to go ahead and throw 16 into provisions. It's down to 140. Dining out, I think I can make $15 work here. Groceries. Ooh. Let's go with drink, because I spend a lot of money on beverages. Energy drinks. I'm pretty well stocked up on coffee. I might need to buy some oat milk. Gosh, I think I can make, I'm going to try to make $15 work on drinks. We're going to go $50 on groceries. Spending, I don't know. I really need to stuff self-care. Self-care is going to get 35. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I don't have enough to do all of these. Let's see. I want to make sure I get gifts stuffed. And then, medical technology. Okay, let's give 3 to medical, 4 to technology. I'm really breaking things down here. And we still haven't put anything in emergency or spending. It's just so tight. I have $13 left. Hobbies, we'll give that 3. And then outings, I think I have $20 in outings right now. Let's see. $20 in outings. I do need to take a little road trip coming up. So I'm going to give that 5. And then comforts or wardrobe. I'm going to split it. I'm going to give 2 to wardrobe and 3 to comforts. $0. Okay, let's run the numbers again and make sure that they make sense. So for my cash wallet, I'm doing 50, 15, 15, and 40. The total of $120. With 0 of that going to spending. Deep breath. 128, 80, 40, and 223. 471. And then sinking funds, so 3, 16, 20, 4, 7, and 5. $55. 35, 2, 3, 5, 3, and 5. $53. All right, let's run it. 735 minus 36 equals $7.99 remaining. Minus, 120 for my cash wallet is $5.79 remaining. Minus $4.71 for my high priorities is $108 remaining. Minus 55 minus 53 equals 0. And that is my zero-based budget. So every dollar has a place it's going. These sinking funds, I'm really going to try not to spend from this, and try to let those grow for these things like hobbies, outings, comforts. But I also have $0 in spending money. So yeah, don't have a lot in groceries. I think I'll just work a lot this week. But that's how it goes, because these are the things that I want to take care of. I want to knock out these high priority items, and I was out sick, so there was a little bit less regular time pay money to play with, and the overtime money that I generally use to boost these categories is not there. So I'm going to use this as motivation to get ready for work and go in early so I can earn some of that overtime income. In my next video, you will see me actually cash stuff this amount of money, and we're going to start growing those sinking funds little by little. Every little bit counts. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again on the next one. Bye.